whole Bible. It's an issue in man's heart when they see themselves as naked. Naked would be, I don't have life.
There you go.
Or a body of death.
Right.
Like Paul said, who shall save me from this body of death? Oh, wretched man that I am. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right there, he's talking about what ails us.
Yeah.
That we covet life. We see we don't have life. We see what life looks like. And then we try to bring it forth through our own ability. And we can never bring it forth. And we're left naked like Adam was.
Yes.
Right? And then we say, the good that I wanted to do, I wasn't able to do. And not only was I not able to do the good, I even did the bad.
Yeah.
That's what God told Adam would happen. You're going to labor and toil all your days to try to bring forth fruit, but you're only going to bring forth thorns and thistles.
Right.
That's what Paul's talking about in Romans 7. He's talking about the Adam experience, where you covet life, you see you're naked, you don't have life, and then you see what is good, and you try to cover yourself with the good you can do, but then you're not able to bring forth the good, but you actually bring forth the bad. And then you say, oh, wretched man that I am, who can save me from this body of death?
Right.
He's saying, what can save me from the condemnation I feel in my heart? What can save me from this fear, from this shame, from this confusion that I feel in my heart because of this death that I'm closed in? And then he says, I thank God for my Lord Jesus. And then he goes into having the spirit of life. Right? And he talks about there's no condemnation for those who walk in the Spirit and not in the flesh. Okay? So David was walking in the Spirit. And so he didn't feel the confusion or the fear or the shame at what Goliath was saying. Because he said, I'm not clothed by the flesh. I'm clothed by the Spirit of God. And so he didn't feel that condemnation. But Saul and all the people there, they were trusting in the flesh. Mm-hmm. And so they looked at the ability of the flesh, and they saw that that flesh they had couldn't overcome Goliath. And so they were filled with condemnation. Right. And so Paul says, he who walks in the spirit of life will see themselves clothed in life. They'll see themselves set free from the body of death. And that will keep their heart from experiencing confusion and fear and shame in the day that sin comes pointing at their door, pointing at them and pointing at their body of death. They'll see themselves as clothed with the very life of God. Mm-hmm. And then that condemns condemnation. Does that, you see how all that fits? Mm-hmm. And so this nakedness thing is a big deal. John talks about how those who believe in the Son, they won't see themselves as naked, but they'll see themselves as clothed upon. That's the problem, is that in order for us to feel confidence, we need to see ourselves as clothed upon with life.
Right.
How are we going to see ourselves as clothed upon with life? By beholding ourselves in the face of Jesus.
Right.
As if we were looking in a mirror, because we see he was clothed upon with life. And now if we behold him, ourselves in him, as if we're looking in a mirror, that's all the time going to tell us we're clothed in light and life.
Yes.
And even should this world try and come and say, look at this fruit, look at that, look at this, we'll find God with us standing up in our heart, shutting them out.
Advocate, yes.
Right, our advocate,
yes.
our friend.
Right, right.